Some women don't chase, and yet, they are never forgotten. They pass like moonlight over a restless ocean, silent but unforgettable, stirring tides a man does not understand yet cannot ignore. In the quiet corridors of his psyche, where reason and pride fail to reach, something ancient stirs, a longing he cannot name, a hunger he dares not show. He moves through the world with his mask firmly in place, the face of control, of dominance, of certainty. But beneath that polished surface, in the cavern of his shadow, other truths breathe. There is the desire to be seen without armor, to be chosen without performance, to surrender for a moment to a love that does not judge. Yet these desires remain shackled, locked in chains of shame and forgotten boyhood wounds, because to reveal them would mean to risk rejection, and he has built his entire kingdom on the illusion of being untouchable. And then she appears, not the woman who pleads, nor the one who bends. She is the archetypal flame, unattached, radiant, carved from self-worth that neither flatters nor clings. Her presence bends the air. She does not promise to heal him, nor does she try to read his silences. She simply is, whole, sovereign, unafraid of his shadow because she has walked through her own. And that terrifies him more than he could ever admit. In his chest, there is a storm he cannot command. Every instinct tells him to reach, to claim, to weave her into his familiar web of control. But she does not yield to strategies or promises. She sees the projection for what it is, the boy seeking the mother he lost, the man disguising tenderness as dominance, the anima calling for reunion while the ego fights to stay intact. He watches her eyes and feels the mirror burn. In her gaze, his facade cracks, his unspoken desires flicker, the wish to rest, to dissolve, to stop fighting himself. But desire this raw has no script in the world of masks. So he hides it, he turns it into pursuit, into games, into distance, anything but vulnerability. And still, he cannot forget her. There is a moment, though, where the world shifts. A silent turning point no one else can see. She feels the weight of his projection pressing onto her skin, the pull of his unhealed wounds reaching for her essence. And she chooses to step back, not from fear, but from truth. She will not mother what refuses to awaken. She will not pour her light into a shadow that has yet to face itself. In this choice, there is power. Not loud, not cruel, but final. It is the power of the woman who knows that real desire is not born from chains, nor from need disguised as love. It is born in freedom, in two souls meeting without the weight of past ghosts dictating the dance. And when she walks away, it is not an act of loss. It is a quiet act of rebellion against the centuries that told women their worth was in being chosen, in filling wounds that were never theirs to mend. Her silence is her crown, her departure the unspoken invitation for him to descend into his own depths, to face the shadows he has hidden for too long. For men, Jung knew this truth. The anima, the inner feminine, will rise, whether through a woman's presence or through the pain of her absence. The desire he hides in the shadows is not truly for her, but for the forgotten pieces of himself. Pieces only he can reclaim. And so the story does not end with conquest or union. It ends with her footsteps fading into the night, a whisper of what love could be if the masks were ever laid down, if the shadows were finally met. And the world remembers this truth. The woman who walks away in silence isn't weak, she simply sees more.